You have to build calluses on your brain, just like how do you build calluses on your hands? Callous your mind for pain and suffering. No man is free who is not a master of himself. Those who will not govern themselves are condemned to find masters that will. You'll never have a greater or lesser dominion than that over yourself. The height of a man's success is gauged by his self-mastery, and the depth of his failure by his self-abandonment. And this law is the expression of eternal justice. And so, my son, want to control others? Good. First learn to control your own self, for he who cannot establish dominion over himself will have no dominion over others. When your mind tells you that you are done, that you are exhausted, that you cannot possibly go any further, then remember, you're only 40% done. The happiness of a man in this life does not consist in the absence, but in the mastery of his passions. Rule your mind, or it will rule you. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once. Rather, I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. From the time you take your first breath, you become eligible to die. You also become eligible to find your greatness and become the one true warrior. All know the way, but only a few actually walk it. Knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. Mastering others is strength, but mastering yourself is true power. You have to be willing to suffer to get to the other side. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Willing is not enough. We must do. Remember, my son, the greatest achievement is selflessness. The greatest worth is self-mastery. The greatest quality is seeking to serve others. The greatest precept is continual awareness. The greatest medicine is the emptiness of everything. The greatest action is not conforming with the ways of this world. The greatest magic is transmuting your passions. The greatest generosity is non-attachment. The greatest goodness is a peaceful mind. The greatest patience is humility. The greatest effort is not concerned with results. The greatest meditation is a mind that lets go. And above all, the greatest wisdom is seen through appearances. Only the one who devotes himself to a cause with his whole strength and soul can be a true master. For this reason, mastery demands all of a person. I don't stop when I'm tired. I stop when I'm done. The worst thing that can happen to a man is to become civilized. My son, never forget. Mental toughness is a lifestyle. Live by it. Abide by it. Let this code be carved into your mind. If you choose to do something, attack it. Never let people who choose the path of least resistance steer you away from your chosen path of most resistance. It is only shallow people who require years to get rid of emotion. A man who is a master of himself can end a sorrow as easily as he can invent a pleasure. I don't want to be at the mercy of my emotions. I want to use them to enjoy them, and above all, to dominate them. Courage, hard work, self-mastery, and intelligent effort are the basic pillars of the superior man. I am indeed a king because I know how to rule myself. The only thing more contagious than a good attitude is a bad one. It's possible to transcend anything that doesn't kill you. There are no limits. There are only plateaus. And you must not stay there. You must go beyond them. Freedom and happiness come from understanding and working with our limits. And so, begin at once a program of self-mastery. Stick with your purpose. Do not seek external approval. Do not worry about anything outside of your control. The only things you command are your thoughts and actions. We choose our response. Stop aspiring to be anyone other than your own best self, for that does fall within your control. Self-control is strength. Right thought is mastery. Calmness is power. Freedom is born of self-discipline. No individual, no nation can achieve or maintain liberty without self-control. Likewise, the undisciplined man is a slave to his own weaknesses. Make at least one definite move daily towards your goal. A man who is a master of himself can end a sorrow just as easily as he can invent pleasure. To hell with circumstances. You, my son, will create opportunities. Discipline comes through self-control. This means that you must control all negative qualities before you can control conditions. You must first control yourself. Self-mastery is the hardest job you will ever tackle. If you do not conquer self, you will be conquered by self. Pain unlocks a secret doorway in the mind, one that leads to both peak performance and beautiful silence. Nobody cares what you did yesterday. Rather, what have you done today to better yourself? Be on your guard, stand firm in faith, be courageous, and be strong. Only you can master your mind, which is what it takes to live a bold life, filled with accomplishments that most people would consider beyond their capability. Be more than motivated. Be more than driven. Become literally obsessed to the point where people think you've gone crazy. So then, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, and slow to wrath. For the wrath of man does not produce the righteousness of God. Don't think that you can attain total awareness and whole enlightenment without proper discipline and practice. This is egomania, appropriate rituals, channel your emotions and life energy. Without the discipline to practice them, you will tumble constantly backward into darkness. The ethos of redemption is realized in self-mastery by means of temperance, that is, continence of desires. Tell yourself the truth, that you've wasted enough time, and that you have other dreams that will take courage to realize, so you don't die. Hey, weakling. Denial is the ultimate comfort zone. Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor stands in the path of sinners, nor sits in the seat of the scornful. Rather, his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in this law he meditates day and night. For he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that brings forth its fruit in its season, whose leaf also shall not wither, and whatever he does shall prosper. You are in danger of living a life so comfortable and soft that you will die without ever realizing your true potential. You are either getting better or you're getting worse, for there is no in-betweens. Don't focus on what you think you deserve. Rather, take aim at what you are willing to earn. My son, want to know what the weak man lacks? Love. Remember this always. Love is the ability to live your life with an empowered heart, without attachment to the outcome. It's the ability within yourself to distinguish between love and fear and choose love, regardless of what is going on inside yourself or the outside. And this, my son, is true self-mastery and authentic power. This means that you ought to become clear, forgiving, humble, and loving. Let yourself be grounded in harmony, cooperation, sharing, and reverence for life.